In this video, I am going to show you a brilliant but intense game at the 1400 ELO level. Watch until the end because it will blow you away. Please check the link in the description if you want to support me. The game begins with a Sicilian defense, and of course they play bishop c4 like a bozo. Anyway, I just play e6 and prepare d5 to counteract the bishop and take the center. After I played d5, I just develop my other pieces, and my opponent does the same. They play d5, and here I trade the pawn and the knight as well to get rid of the defender of the king. In a few moves, you'll see why that's important. I put my bishop back to play queen d6 and attack the king. Before playing that, I tried to develop my last piece with tempo, and they block with the pawn. Can you guess what move to play here? I'll give you a few seconds. It's the brilliant move queen d6, because I ignore the threat and go straight for the king. They have to push another pawn to defend, and with each pawn push, the king gets weaker. I move my bishop to attack the rook, they move it away. I need to find a way to break through the pawns, so I play knight h5 with the idea to sacrifice. That gets stopped with a pawn push which attacks my knight, so I move it back. I figured out my bishop on this diagonal is dead, so I moved it to a better diagonal where the king is on. They just attack my queen with a useless knight move, and I move over. I took the pawn in the center and thought I would win a rook as well, but I missed my opponent's tactic here, which was bishop takes h7 check, but they get the material back. I simply bring my rooks into the game and see what I can do from there. I decided to bring my knight closer to the white king, as it also attacks the rook as well. After a few more moves, they give a check where I just retreat my king. I realized that I have a passed pawn, so I just pushed it. Maybe it will get useful later in the game. Rook e1 attacks my queen, so I had to move over. After that, they attack my queen again, because why not? I planned on pushing my pawn and giving a discovered check, but they blocked my pawn from moving. I kinda didn't know what to do here, so I moved my queen and threatened to take the knight, and white defended by moving the rook. After I tried to kick the knight, they moved forward to take the outpost square and attack my bishop, which is trapped, so I had to do something about it. I traded rooks and pushed the pawn, and I am threatening to push it again, which would trap their bishop. The logical move here is to stop the pawn from advancing with the bishop, which my opponent played. I had to play a move quickly here because of time pressure, but it wasn't a bad move since if they trade, my pawn gets closer to promotion. They declined the trade, and I gave a check, which spices things up a bit. The best move here is to simply move the king, but they blocked with the bishop, which lets me push my pawn, and the game is about to end. I am threatening to take the queen with check, and if they move the queen, I take the bishop with my knight. They thought they could come back from this with a queen check, however that fails because I have an amazing move to block the check and give a check at the same time.